Hello, Ohana. Soul Dr. Dick here, and welcome to the 2025 edition of Ohana Breath. So grateful that you're here and joining us wherever you came from, whether it's your first time or your 100th time with us. You're so welcome. And today I want to take a little bit of time to share with you how the breath goes, what our values are, and what you might expect from an experience like this, knowing that the whole range of experiences outside of even our expectations are possible. But we'll start with the values, because I want to remind you that our goal is for you to be held safely, for you to realize it's a safe place for you to breathe and experience whatever you're experiencing, and then that you're a sovereign divine being. Whatever your choices are, whatever language is in your head, however you receive things, this is your journey. And we evolve with wonder. We love the idea of wonder, of a little kid just playing with things, and we're evolving with it every time this is shifting. That's why this is the 2025 edition. And throughout this year, things will keep changing. Now, how does it actually go? What is the 2 hours spent on when you come join us? Well, first of all, we're going to respect your time. So it's never going to go for the full 2 hours. That way you know that if there's an end time, you can actually count on it ending then. If for some reason you need to leave early, I'll give you the structure, and please let us know before you leave early so that we know we didn't lose you somehow in a connection. It was just part of the plan. And recognize that every time you sign up, you'll get the link to the recording. And so many people come to the recordings. It's really exciting actually that we can do this asynchronously, because I know the time doesn't work for everyone, and especially every single time. So for this breath session, you need to have zero experience is necessary. And if you've done breathwork before, even with us, it may be a different experience. In that time period, for about the first 15 to 20 minutes, it's kind of that dropping in point where I will be chatting and sharing about the theme, planting seeds for ideas, sharing again about the breath and how it goes exactly, what to expect from it, because it's important to reground yourself every single time. That transition point from whatever you're doing beforehand into the breath is so important as well, because we're not trying to go from one gear to another. And then as well, if there's any written questions that people have, I'll address those just in case, to make sure everyone's as safe as possible and as clear as possible, reminding you that no matter what happens, there's going to be a party that thinks at some point you're doing it wrong. And that's okay. And so for an hour, we're going to be doing the active breath together. And what does that mean? Well, after we start stretching out the diaphragm, breathing with the belly, so when you breathe in, you stick out the belly and actually use that lower muscle in the lungs to suck in the air differently. We're going to move to an active open mouth breath. Where we breathe as fully in as we can, just let it go, and take with a pause at the top and the bottom so it flows in to out and out to in. And as you do this, as you take away the pause, as you breathe more fully, as you let go the resistance to it out, we're breathing out the carbon dioxide and anything else that you're storing in your bloodstream. We're shifting the blood and the chemistry so that the oxygen dissociation curve, and we can speak more about this sometime, changes. And so you may feel lightheaded. You may feel tingling and numbness along the hands and the feet especially. You may even feel pain and tightness, which is called tetany. And it's totally normal and totally safe. I say here, and I'll say it every time, unless you have severe heart or lung disease that you're following your doctor for with many medications, or you're actively pregnant, those are all reasons to take it much gentler and maybe just breathe through the nose. And know that we'll remind you again. And there'll be things that may come up. You may yawn, you may want to tap, move, stretch, sigh, tone. It's all okay. Screaming, crying, laughing, yelling, all okay. Burping, farting, it's all okay. So I'll be reminding you over and over again, it's okay. And there'll be music going on in the background, whether you use a speaker or use headphones. And then through it, I'll be speaking with you as well. Over here, there's certain things that I may do that may move the energy and you may notice it, and that's okay. And if you don't, that's okay. This is your experience. And I'll remind you over and over again, it's your experience. Even if I'm doing some of this hape medicine, which is a South American traditional tobacco snuff, to clear out the energy, and you may actually experience feeling it as well with none of the side effects, it's okay. And it's such a different idea. Just imagine energetically we can be connected. And so from that, about an hour after the breath, And it will feel long and it'll feel short, and don't feel like you need to push somewhere or it's a goal or it's driving or there's a destination. Then we have about 15 to 20 minutes of Shavasana, or just rest time. And know that if you lose track of time, if you feel like you've forgotten, it's all normal. Some people come here and they just fall asleep and it's the best rest they've had. And I love that. That was it for me before. I was like, oh, I'm so grateful for these times where I just get to rest because it's been so long. And so what can you expect out of all this? Well, for some people, they feel the rest. Some people get visual. Some people get body sensations, memories. They can slip back and forth through time. They can just be listening to all the stories in their head, especially if you're someone who, like me, used to be very head-based. You may be in your head the whole time thinking about things like taxes and other things you normally never think of. That's okay. It's about showing up over and over with consistency that things can change. And I'll speak on another time about my own journey and how I got here and why I still do this, because there's been so much change. I love doing this. It's fun and exciting for me. And so I invite you to keep coming back and share this with others, because that's how we want to grow. We want to go organically with people who want to be here, who want to try something new, experience something new, and see what's possible just taking a couple hours every couple weeks. Wow, your whole life can change with consistency. So thank you very much if you've gotten this far, especially if it's your first time. Know that you're safe. Know that your only work is to just show up, and we'll take it from there. Ciao for now.